And welcome back to the Fantasy Prediction Show with your host right here, Dr. H, and my co-host, Chris the Rex Ryan.
Yep, the Rex is here. I'm here.
We've got a little special edition here, something I've never done before, but something I think everyone out there in Fantasyland is going to enjoy. A little something we like to call Gun to Your Head.
Oh, I thought we were doing peeing on hookers.
That's one of Chris's favorite games.
Oh,
that's going to be after the broadcast. If anybody wants to meet us on Pendleton Pike, probably around Pendleton Pike and 30th.
Yeah, over at the Harem House. I don't know, 12:30.
Drink specials, vagina specials, you got it.
Peeing on people.
Anyways, a little something we like to call gun to your head. Basically, the premise this is, you got a gun to your head, somebody's standing there with a pistol on your temple telling you, pick one or the other fantasy purpose-wise. We're going to get right into it here with our first one, Isaac Bruce or Anquan Randall L. Now, Chris, I'm going to tell you, I'm going with Isaac Bruce. This week only, I got to remember, everyone needs to remember that we're talking this week only. We're not talking future. I go with Isaac Bruce, starting to mesh with JT O'Sullivan. Washington draws a very tough opponent in week 5. I side with the old man.
No, I totally disagree. On one hand, and we'll be doing this a bunch because I'm a stickler for it. We're talking Antoine Randall L. Right? You keep calling him Anquan.
Antoine.
So that's it's like a Dwayne Bowie.
So Anquan Randall L isn't scoring this week?
No, I like Anquan Randall L better than I like Isaac Bruce.
There is a guy named Anquan Randall L. You know what? I recommend all listeners right now, if your name is Anquan Randall L, please call me.
Like how we give out his phone number. It's 317-403-9951.
Anyways.
Here's the thing. I do not like Isaac Bruce this week, plainly because I don't like JT O'Sullivan this week.
Did I really say Anquan?
Oh, yeah. And
okay.
Yeah, definitely. You always say it.
Okay.
But, no, here's the thing. O'Sullivan is going to get killed, absolutely killed by New England. They've had, that is an angry Bill Belichick, an angry New England defense that is still a good defense. They've had 2 weeks to plan for JT O'Sullivan. This guy he was raped last week. I mean, he looked absolutely terrible last week. I think he had, he got sacked 6 times. He had 3 turnovers. He was awful. He's going to get killed by the Patriots. And Isaac Bruce is not, he might not even catch a pass.
But what happens in every game with a struggling quarterback getting mauled by the defense and a team that's behind? The one receiver, the one go-to guy racks at the points. We're talking fantasy here, not NFL games. I like Isaac Bruce to go for 60, 80 yards and a touchdown.
I just don't think Isaac Bruce is the go-to guy there.
Washington draws a terrible matchup this week.
Who?
Washington. Terrible matchup this week.
Who are they playing?
You shouldn't have asked that. That's why I was waving at you in the background. I have no idea.
Oh.
But, actually, Philadelphia.
Wait, who's Washington playing? No, we don't even need to do that. They're playing, what?
Philadelphia.
Are they?
Yeah, that's a good matchup.
Are they playing Philly?
Yeah, that's a good matchup.
I don't know.
Okay.
Either way.
Anyways. Do we have enough for them?
I think we're good on them.
Okay. Now. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to end it for Bruce versus Randall L. Antoine, not Anquan. Next, we're going to go on with something we've been debating about ever since we started playing the show. Jamal Lewis versus Edge James. Chris, go ahead and take the edge.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll take Edger and James. And I'll say, base completely 100%. Look at their numbers this year. Let me get this straight, first of all. I hate Edger and James, and I hate Jamal Lewis. I wish, I will not own those guys. But if you're choosing between 2 piles of poop, which is better poop, the edge is. He will not break you a long run. There's no doubt about that. But he plays in a much better offense. And I don't believe that Cleveland is coming back as an offense, really. I think that thing is over with, and Jamal Lewis is over with. Edge has rushed for, close to 100. He's rushed for 100 yards once. He rushed for 98 yards another game. One game where he was awful last week against the Jets, he still scored 2 touchdowns, and he was getting goal line carries over power. So, what's Lewis done? Lewis hasn't done anything. He averaged, 2.9 yards a carry last week against, 3.1 yards a carry against the Bengals last week?
Now, here's what we're forgetting, though, here, is Jamal Lewis has had, without a doubt, one of the toughest schedules thus far for running backs in the league. It's still Jamal Lewis. He's still only 29 years old, and the Browns have a ridiculously easy schedule from here on out. I think of the first 3 weeks as a complete push, and although he wasn't great, and I give you Cincinnati Bengals aren't the greatest run defense in the world, he still went for 80-plus yards and a touchdown. And did anyone see the Bengals against New York Giants with Brandon Jacobs? They shut him down. It's still not a bad run defense. I like Jamal Lewis going forward. Edgerrin James, although last week, he had 16 points fantasy-wise. He ran for 27 yards. He scored 2 touchdowns, and the 2 touchdowns were in the tip. What is Hightower there for? To take the touchdowns. If that's his value, that's negated. I don't want Edgerrin James near my children, nor near my church choir, nor near my nachos on Friday. I want him out of my life.
No, but okay, yes, I understand he had 20-some yards last week. But did you also he had 5 catches for 37 yards? That's not bad. And you include the 2 touchdowns. I mean, look at his numbers. 100 yards in week 1. 93 yards in week 3. Week 2, he had 55 yards, which is mediocre. Guess what Jamal Lewis did that week? I mean, like 56 yards. I mean, it's ridiculous. Edge has been better in every phase of the game.
We're talking about against San Francisco and Washington. Pussy boys. End of story.
All right, well, we will agree to disagree.
Like most things in this, we're going to agree to disagree. Moving on, though, we have another one here. Donovan McNabb, which I'm going to side with, versus Phillip Rivers this week. McNabb is chucking the ball nearly 40 times a game, and the starting role of Reggie Brown is seriously helping the cause. Deshaun Jackson really seems to be the real deal, and eventually L.J. Smith gets things going. McNabb, not only this week forward, we're going to forget about that. McNabb puts up over 20 points this week. Mark it in the books. LaDainian seems to be rejuvenated. Then again, though, I also like Vincent Jackson this week. Don't ask me why. Vincent Jackson goes for 16 points this week.
See, I mean, like, okay, you know what? That just brought us into something else. I'll get back to Rivers here in just a minute, but Vincent versus Chris Chambers playing his old team this week. You like Vincent Jackson better than Chambers?
No, I don't. But this week alone, yes. This week alone, Vincent Jackson.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This week against the Dolphins, yes. You think it's Vincent?
Yes, Vincent Jackson goes for 96, 7 catches, 1 touchdown. Chambers goes
That'd
for somewhere.
That'd be a career day for him. I mean, he's never really done anything that good.
No, he has. That would be his career day, though.
Right. Oh boy. No, I actually that is gross. That is a gross one.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like. I don't know. I actually like Chambers a little better. I don't know. I think there's something there with the Miami team. I think that I just see Chambers having one of those days. You know, like. He really hasn't been great this far, but...
There's got to be a chip on his sleeve, though, with old team letting him go.
Yeah, I mean, he never did anything there, but...
Well, he had a few 200-yard games 2 years ago.
No, he had some good moments, but he never, achieved...
There's a reason I drafted him at the bottom of round number 2.
What I just don't understand
2 years ago, not this year, sorry.
I don't understand what the whole problem with Chris Chambers is. Like, why can he only catch, 2 balls a game this year?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he used to catch a lot of balls. He still catches touchdowns. I just don't get that. But, talking about Phillip Rivers, Phillip Rivers got 10 touchdowns in 4 games. He's playing Miami this week. I'm not buying Miami. I am buying Phillip Rivers. I think LT's health only helps things because... they're going to have defenses backing off or, stacking the line and opening things up. He's got so many weapons. He goes to everyone. I mean, that's probably why Chambers doesn't get all the touches anymore because Rivers has 8 options that he goes to. So, yeah, I mean, I like Rivers better. I like McNabb, but I like Rivers better. I think he's the second best quarterback in the game right now, fantasy-wise, opposed to Cutler.
This is the Fantasy Talk Show. I'm Dr. H, the good doctor himself, and this
is the Bad Rex.
Dr. H and the Rex return after a quick moment of station identification.